In this episode, I'm going to be going over a log bait deck.
I am a legend now, look at my attack. I am a legend now, this is how I...
What up, Havok here, Dragons 8-3 Legend family. First of all, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Team Buckets for supplying me with this deck. As you can see, it's a log bait. We got the Knight, Goblin Barrel, Rocket, Log, Goblin Gang, Inferno Tower, Ice Spirit, and the Princess. I'm going to get right into the matches with you guys and show you what I did with it. So first off, like every match, we're going to build up our elixir to begin with. He's playing E-Barbs right away. They're right at the bridge right now. I'm going to counter him with the Ice Spirit, set the Goblin Gang behind him, and drop a Knight in front of him. And that Witch is going to take out my Goblin Gang, but my Knight's going to defend against her. Place my Princess right there in front of my King's Tower, helping the Knight work on the Princess, and I threw my Goblin Barrel at the tower. Those Fire Spirits were able to take it out. Sent to Ice Spirit. This is an extremely fast deck, and it's a majority about the mechanicals of this deck. What you want to do is you want to outcycle your opponent with your majority your Goblin Barrel and with your Princess. You're going to use as defense your Knight, Ice Spirit, and Goblin Gang. But a good defense always turns into a good push. So right here he has the Giant Skeleton, and I'm countering it with my Knight. Pulled it into this, tried to pull it into the center, didn't quite make it. I placed my Princess right there. He's got the E-Barbs coming now. I placed my Ice Spirit right there to block him. And my Goblin Gang, with the Princess's help, was able to take those E-Barbs out. Now the Goblin Barrel again. He's gonna counter with the Witch. I got my Knight right here, gonna lock onto the tower because the Witch is standing behind it. And I got dual Princesses right now, shooting on the tower with the Ice Spirit going. His Fire Spirits are a little under leveled, so my tower is able to take them out. I'm not worried about defending on the right from those. Now he's got an Inferno Dragon coming, and I'm going to counter it with my Goblin Gang. He's sending that Hog Rider. So I'm dropping my Inferno Tower. Got my Knight right there defending along with the Goblin Gang. And now that I've gotten a tower taken down, I'm just going to play defense the rest of the game. So got my Princess going. He's sending the E-Barbs again. And I'm just going to counter him again by placing my Goblin Gang behind the Inferno Tower. And place my Knight right there. Dropped another Inferno Tower to lock on. And the Witch took out one of my Princesses, but the other one was able to take the Witch out along with the tower's help. And then I start sending troops to the right to distract him even more so he stops coming left. He still sends the Giant Skeleton left, but I got two Inferno Towers laid down. He's sending that Hog Rider. He fireballed both of them, but there it is. I won the match. Good game as always. Alright, the second match right here. So yeah, most of the time what you're going to do is I've been playing my Knight to begin with. Well, not right here. Usually I play my Knight, but he sent that Loon, so I'm going to pull it to the center with my Inferno Tower, get both Princess Towers locked onto the Loon, along with the Inferno Tower. And my Princess was making it to the bridge, so I dropped my Knight there to defend for her. She's gonna get taken out by that Dark Prince, but she helped take out a lot of that Skarmy. He placed the Wizard, and it took out my Goblin Gang. So I'm gonna drop my Princess right here in front of the King's Tower. I like to place her right there because if you place her behind your King's Tower, it's gonna take her a minute to walk from the, not really a minute, but it's gonna take a little bit of time for her to walk to your Princess Tower and start shooting. So he's sending the Loon again, and I'm just gonna counter with the Inferno Tower. going to place my knight at the bridge. And now that the tower's locked onto my knight, I'm going to send my god barrel. And I'm going to counter all this with my goblin gang. They were able to touch my tower and do a little chip damage, but not very much. Now my goblins did a little damage on the wizard. And I'm just basically going to keep countering the same way. Drop the Ice Spirit, freeze him, place the Knight right there so the Dark Prince turns around. The Knight took out the wizard. And now I'm going to hit it with the Goblin Barrel again. He played a Prince this time, so now I just took that tower down. Gonna pull him in with the Goblin Gang. Same right here, Inferno Tower. The Goblin Gang took out the bats and they're helping on that loon. So a good key with this deck too is to try to pull everything into the center as best as you can. Like see where I place my Goblin Gang, that pulls the Dark Prince to the center. And then I was able to place my Inferno Tower, which counters the wizard. Just pulling everything into the center so that way both towers start shooting on it. And then he's sending the Prince. We're going to counter it with the Goblin Gang and the Inferno Tower. On the right here, I'm going to Ice Spirit and log everything. And there it is. Won the match. Alright, last match right here. So I did make a couple mistakes playing this. This is a fast deck, but I was playing it too fast, too aggressive, and I'd run out of elixir and have no way to defend. So that's one thing you want to watch out. I know all the troops cost like 3 to 4 elixir, but you want to watch that. Well, the rocket costs 6, but you want to watch overdoing it. So the Goblin Gang right there baited out his zap. Although he does have a fireball as well. I wasn't at the time I wasn't aware until he sent it. So I got his Mega Knight right here, and he's got the minions coming. So I'm going to place my Knight right there so the minions don't lock onto the Inferno Tower. I'm going to place my Goblin Barrel right there. I'm sorry, my Goblin Gang to the right instead of to the middle, because I did not want the Knight, Mega Knight to make contact on my Inferno Tower. This match right here got kind of tough in the beginning. It was really majority defense playing, because I wasn't able to outcycle him fast enough, so he kept zapping my Goblin Barrel every time I was hitting the tower. And he kept fireballing my princess every time she was out. Yep, see, just fireballed her right there. He's not too happy, as you could see. So I'm going to place my Knight right there so the minions again don't lock onto my Inferno Tower, because I want to help that defend as much as possible. Got that the bats on it right now with the Mega Knight. He was able to take it out, but my Goblin Gang and my Princess Tower was able to take him out before he could make contact with my tower. So this time I logged his Goblin Barrel. I mean his Goblin Gang, I'm sorry. Got Goblin Barrel on my mind. It's going to be Knight against Knight. I'm going to back it up with the Goblin Gang. Send my Goblin Barrel. He uses his Mega Knight. He took out 2 of the Goblins, but one of them was able to get a couple stabs in. And right now I'm going to log his Goblin Gang along with the Mega Knight. The Princess was able to do a little chip damage on that Mega Knight with the Knight and the Inferno Tower. So right here he zapped my Goblin Barrel again. We're in double elixir and getting ready to go into overtime. Basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just playing and I'm trying to make him make a mistake. So You see how I had double Inferno Towers right there? That way to draw everything farther to the center. I'm just waiting for him to make one mistake so I can send a good push. But I gotta play aggressive, but not too aggressive, because if I make a mistake, then he could easily take down my tower as well. I'm send my knight right here along with the Goblin Gang. He sent the fireball for my princess. And I'm gonna log everything. And my Goblin Gang along with my knight is gonna make it to that tower and take it out. Alright, I'm gonna do a live match for you guys right now. Be able to explain in detail what I'm thinking. Make sure I got the right deck. Yes, I do. Alright, let's do it. Alright, so I got an alright hand. I like starting off with my knight in my hand, to be honest, but he's not there. So I'm gonna send my oh no, I'm not. I'm gonna freeze that. Drop my knight and log all that. Now I'm going to back it up with my Goblin Gang and send my Goblin Barrel to the side in case he has a tornado. Alright, so we got everything coming, and I'm going to place my Ice Spirit in the middle to draw everything in, and then place my Knight right here as well, and my Princess in front of the tower. The Wizard actually locked onto my tower for a second, but then started fighting my Knight. Now I'm going to let some elixir build up for a little bit, because I don't want to overdo it. I'm able to log these. Use my Ice Spirit right here. Place my Knight to defend my Princess. Alright, now I'm going to relax a little bit. Alright, so now I got enough elixir built to... Oh, man. So I'm going to log all that real quick. He's got me down to 1161 right now. I'm going to place my Princess right here. Take out this Goblin Gang. I'm going to build up enough elixir to drop my Inferno Tower. So he does have a tornado. That's what I was worried about. I want to build up enough elixir for that Hog Rider. For this Knight too. Goblin Gang right there. Perfect. The Goblin Barrel it. Alright. I'm going to send my Knight from in front of my King's Tower. I'm going to put my Ice Spirit right here. My Princess right there. Place my Goblin Gang right there. Gonna Goblin Barrel it. Gonna log that. Perfect. Alright. Gonna place my Knight right here. Back it up with my Inferno Tower. Put my Goblin Gang on top of that Hog Rider. Princess right here to help defend against those bats. The Goblin Barrel. Alright, this is right now. If I make one mistake, he could totally take me down in this match. My tower's to 671. His is only at 1191. Oh, man. This is getting tough. Oh, that Hog was able to make it. I did make the mistake. Alright, let's do another match. Tell him good game. Alright, you see how like in a little split second that one mistake could ruin your whole match? And if anyone has any questions about this deck, make sure you leave it in the comments. I or Team Buckets is more than willing to help anyone. So I'm going to start off with my Knight. He's actually coming to from the right. So I'm going to build up my elixir. I'm going to send my Princess behind my Knight. I'm going to draw him in, then giant in with the Inferno Tower. I'm going to freeze him right now. Get my Goblin Gang on that Goblin Gang. That way my Princess lives through. Hit him with the Goblin Barrel right now. He's out too soon. It didn't even affect my Goblin Barrel at all. I want to place another Inferno Tower right here. We'll log that princess. Perfect, perfect. Getting good defense right here. All right. So what I'm going to do now is build up some elixir. His tower's down to 146. Hasn't touched mine yet. So I'm going to send my knight right. I'm going to send my princess left. I'm going to pull all them in right here. Log her back. Place a knight on the left as well. Cool, that tower on the left is going to be taken down right now. Now I just got the witch coming from the right now. My princess is going to lock onto her. Place this one here. Pull her to the ice spirit. I'll put Goblin Gang on that princess. Place my Inferno Tower for this giant. Place my knight right here so the bomber doesn't make it to my Inferno Tower. Put my princess right here. I'm going to log the Goblin Gang. Place my Goblin Gang right here. Throw a Goblin Barrel at that tower. Right now what I'm trying to do is keep as many of his troops from making it over the bridge as possible. So I'll place my knight right there and the princess. Put the Goblin Gang on top of this witch. And good game. There it is. So you just basically want to outcycle them. And use your knight, princess, and Goblin Gang as defense along with your Inferno Tower, and everything else you want to use as offense. Alright, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, make sure you leave it in the comments. Remember, next week I'll be playing someone else's deck, so make sure you comment your deck in the pinned post. Thanks for watching. Havok out.